Hey everyone, RemanX here with the ultimate warning for you. It is absolutely vital that you guys stop doing this with your ISOs. So if you guys know, we've been running this event over here. These milestones are giving us a ton of abilities. These are a ton of level 5s you can throw on your character over time, but should you? So the idea is, I'm saying right now, 100% no. Unless you're an absolute mega kraken, and even then you should stop and consider what you're doing to your roster. So let's go into some basic math. Now, I promised you guys I was going to take the symbiotes up to level 5, test them out with their full power. We've already gone ahead and saved some orbs for red star orbs to open up for anti-venom. We're hoping to get him a G14 on day 1. It looks like I'm on track to do that. That being said, let's take a quick look at Symbiote Spider-Man. So Symbiote Spider-Man is a brawler over here. You're looking at 7981. That is a ton of actual ISOs to earn to level it up. And so the concern I have is multifold here. And you have to take a pause. Because when you look at the characters, you're probably not seeing what I am. So look, to take level 5 for this right here, this striker, or this controller, level 5, for Venom, 35,000. Multiply that by 5, because realistically, you're probably going to have the 3s to go here, but that is an absolute ton of resources to use. Your ions are going to be diminished. Now, that doesn't even mean that when you go into the cost over here, you're accounting the 50,000 that it's going to take to move it to the next level. So 50 times 5, it's about 300,000 ions to get it up to the next level. So that's the big difference. That's the reason why I really want to make sure that you guys are aware that this is vital. And the biggest problem you're going to have is, what if changes come down the road? This is just the first iteration of this. We don't know if the skirmisher and striker interaction is the way that it's going to work once they see that some of the feedback is that people are concerned that it's working out of order. We don't know if the values on striker are right, which are making raiders seem much more apparent. We just don't know that there aren't going to be some major changes on this. My concern is that if you invest all of these ISOs in your roster, let's just break this down for a minute. So if I was to look at Symbiote Spider-Man, well, we'll look at Carnage, level 5, right? We look at Carnage. Carnage is a level 5 skirmisher. I am going to be changing him because I have to. He probably won't. I'm going to be testing out some different actual classes for these guys. I'm going to mix it up a little bit to see if they're actually able to do things like beat Black Order or solo on auto, or auto the level 5 raids. But realistically, if you're already doing this to your roster and you're not sure that these guys are going to be as impactful as we think they are, yeah, I really feel like you're going to be hurting yourself, because a level 5 character is 9 level 3s, is 81 level 1s. And some of these interactions will work just at level 1 and do things like clear buffs with the assist, or add bleeds, or flip buffs. So you got to take that in consideration. Some of what you're going to be doing with these characters will work at level 1, and maybe that's the route you should be going with your roster. Now, again, I'm going to say, if you're a light spender to a free-to-play character, I would probably hard stop at level 3 with some of these characters, unless there's something you use every day. And even then, with the Greek raid sliders, probably just a few weeks or a month down the road here, the content you may need to bring these up, not even knowing what the requirements are going to be or what you're going to need to put on these characters for DD4, you need to put a hard pause. These resources are coming at us. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, there's some great rewards in the new achievements here. And I don't know if you guys can see this very easily, but so it's 25. I think I got a total of 50, maybe 40. But I'm going to show you guys, because it's anything but worth it, in my opinion, for the next level here. It just doesn't really justify the level of spending that we've had in the past to get to the next level, because realistically, when you get to the tier above this, so this is 5 level 5 characters, just to be aware, and that's probably attainable for most people through. This is, so really quickly we'll zoom in for you guys. This right here. This is what you do when you get to 50. 10 level 5 characters. So if you're trying to get to those and want to unlock those, it's already been done for you by the Mega Krakens in this game. Don't bother. Unless this gets changed at some point, just it's not worth the rush. So you're going to be setting yourself back ions that we already talked about are really the gold in this currency. And so if you guys don't know, we went through and we actually updated the team list and the tier list. Again, that's going to be attached over here on the bottom. You'll see this in the description in the comments. I want to say a hearty thank you to everybody who's been supporting me the past few weeks here as we've been adding to ISOs. The ISO list is being redesigned based on your feedback. We love the interactions you have. We do make quite a few changes based on some testing. And so overall on the list, we're reiterating stop at level 5, before level 5. Stop at level 3. If you need the extra 10%, maybe go to level 4. But the overall cost from this, it's something you want to build up over time. Spending resources should only be done if the team stops doing what you need them to do. So next team I'll probably be taking up is X-Force. I'll probably take them up to see how high they can punch up. We'll probably do some Sinister 6 testing. We've done some additional testing with Guardians and the initial results on that. So if you guys weren't here for the Magic Interaction ISO video, we did some testings with the team, and I just don't see them as a great benefit, with the exception of maybe even Mantis, from the actual value of ISO. So even the Skirmisher, and so basically Rocket calls an assist. So if Rocket's a striker and Groot is a skirmisher, you get a second hit from the three tap. You get a second hit from Rocket, depending on the value of his striker ability. He may just benefit more from Raider, because unless you're going for that early burst damage of a big Rocket and a big Groot. The other character that can work with that is definitely Star-Lord. But the drawback is there's no guarantee he's going to call Groot for the assist, so it happens infrequently enough that you can probably make the rest of the Guardians Skirmisher and try to trigger that. But again, they're not doing the same damage that Groot will be with swinging with that attack. So overall, it's just a matter of, with healer on the targets, it's just trying to make that trigger. So spending the ISOs on them just weren't of value. Again, constantly updating. A lot of feedback on this. Keep giving us the feedback. We are listening. We are trying to make it look so it's more easily acceptable and accessible for everybody to get through. It's vital that you guys stop and give us your opinion. So stop down in the comments. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to this content. It is coming fast and furious over here. It is absolutely that I think vital that you put the pause on level 5. Let me do it for you, because I'm going to go through the pains and the testing, and I am getting reimbursed but through both my content and by the community to help you guys figure this out. So again, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for all the feedback, and let us do it for you. It is really expensive. Isn't worth a headache if you have to make a switch and things change down the road. And it really is one of those scenarios where I don't want to see the community fall behind. It's the same principle I have with T4s. Just hard stop at 3, maybe go to 4. But I don't think level 5 is really worth it on a lot of teams unless it's something you use every mode, every day, every time. And then even then, the overall value of your roster at balancing it out is a big deal. So that's RemanX. Thank you again for all your support. I'm checking you guys later with some more vital information. We're going to start back at square one with an ISO beginner guide coming soon. Now that we've got a lot of the math on the table and all the hidden results, we're going to give you guys kind of a basic class selection guide, go through why we think things are some of the best results, and help you guys navigate these brand new times. Thanks again.